Hi guys, you probably haven't noticed this because it's very subtle, but I'm actually wearing a GoPro accessory right now. This fashionable device is called a chesty. Look at that guy over there, he's very chesty. Why, thank you very much. I'm gonna put down my apple juice because I need my hands. See, the thing is with the camera channel, sometimes I like to go out and take photos, and I thought, why not have a behind the scenes thing? You know, I've seen some of those videos where people do the point of view and they take the photos, and it's really cool because you know it's them. They're not subbing in some pro photographer, you know, you're like, hey, I think that's Mark. I can tell by the pasty white forearms. And then I thought, I also just picked up the iPhone 13 Pro. And what if I just compared the footage and the microphones on both? Because here's the thing, people are very interested in vlogging these days, or things that are like vlogging, content creation. Let's just say that. And a lot of people are doing their content creation with phones, and other people are doing content creations with GoPros, and I see how people might want that footage compared, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm not Johnny Athlete. I know, I look like one, especially wearing this chest harness. I look like a sled dog. So this isn't going to be an action-packed jumping off cliffs type of video. It's just gonna be like, what if I used the GoPro the way that I would use the iPhone when it comes to content creation and vlogging? And if you're interested in that, footage is coming up, and you're gonna wanna stay to the end. Don't just stop halfway through like a bunch of you do, because at the end, I'm going to compare the slow motion video as well, and I'm also going to point out an issue you might have if you have the GoPro Hero 10. That was a teaser for the end. I'm such a chesty teaser. So the first few comparisons are when I was out for a hike with my family today. Let's look at it now. So we have the iPhone on the widest mode, and we have the GoPro on its super wide mode. You want to run, and I'll chase you for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Now we're running. Running in the ultra wide. Oh, look at this guy. Okay, come back. Now I'm running. We're running. We're running. Okay, so now we are in the wide mode on the GoPro, and we stayed on the wide camera on the iPhone. I'm chasing. I'm chasing you. I'm chasing you. Hey. No! Running. Running with these phones. Oh man, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I am too old for this. Oh, my baby's crying. Run it back! Run it back! And now we're on linear mode on the GoPro, 4K linear, and the normal wide angle lens of the iPhone, not the ultra wide. Running in the woods. Running in the woods. Running in the woods. How's this look? How's this sound? Is this the best vlog you've ever seen? Now I'll turn back and run towards my family like a responsible father. You know, 40-year-old man with 2 cameras running in the woods. This looks normal, right? Going downhill. The iPhone I left in its normal wide lens, and the GoPro is, I'm out of breath, is on linear plus horizon leveling with boost mode. Oh, we're gonna chase this fellow. No! Ah! Oh, we're chasing him! Oh, we're chasing him! Oh, we're gonna find him! We're gonna catch him! We're gonna catch him! Oh, where's he going? Go back where we came from. Chase up the hill. I hope you guys appreciate this is the last footage you'll ever see of me before my heart gives out. My boy's telling me to stop running. Some good advice. So I thought the GoPro footage was obviously more stable. Which picture image you like better, that is up to your taste. But here's something I noticed, that the iPhone, when I'm hand holding the iPhone, it actually has smoother footage than when I have it on a little Gorilla Pod. So I did another test out in my backyard where I was hand holding both devices. Let's look at that now. Okay, so this is the iPhone as wide as it can go, and the GoPro on super wide, as wide as he can go. Now, how is it? How's the microphone compared to the two? We're outside. There's a little bit of wind here. It's not too crazy. How's the stability? How's the picture? Why am I asking? I'm sure you're just looking. I'm just finding things to say so you can hear the microphone. You should have come up with something more interesting. The principle of diminishing returns states something. All right, the principle of diminishing returns. So, you know, sometimes getting more of the same thing is not as good as, you know, switching to something new to gain additional, like let's say a baseball player swings a bat 1,000 times. So he could swing a bat another 100 more times to make it 1,100. Would that improve his performance more than, say, doing a bunch of push-ups with that same time? Principle of diminishing returns. You see, the first 500 swings, let's say, for that baseball player, that will give him a great return on investment because those 500 swings really improved his baseball game. However, the next 100 swings, less than the first 500. The next 100 after that, even less. You see, the returns are diminishing. That baseball player would be better off going out to do something else that might improve. Maybe some oblique work, right? Or some squats. That might really help his swing. This is not a good vlogging situation, but I'm going to show it anyway. You know, and the principle of diminishing returns, that can be applied as well to, say, camera gear. You know, let's say you buy a cinema camera, you know, that costs you $20,000. I mean, you're going to get so much of the good cinema camera features. But let's say you bought a cinema camera for $30,000. Are you gaining that much more for that extra $10,000? They're both probably very good cinema cameras. So at some point, you know, you got to stop spending money. So now let's talk about that problem I faced a couple of days ago. This was the initial test I tried to do, but the footage wasn't usable. I was out for a hike in that same park with my family, but I was getting a lot of jitters and shakes on the footage, and I will show you an example now. Now we're back to the stabilized lens here. This young man has asked me to film him. Never met him before in my life. So it should be more stable as I go up this hill. Why am I filming myself? Because I'm a narcissist. I'm a narcissist, young man. Doing camera tests here. We're justifying our expensive purchases. That's what this is. Now you see all those little micro jitters. I was very surprised to see that on GoPro footage, which is supposed to be very smooth. Now I was looking on the forums of GoPro 9 and there were people having problems when they used boost mode and they used the linear mode along with horizon leveling. Sometimes the footage would come out like that. So I'm not exactly sure if that was the issue. I tried to recreate it again today, but the footage came out okay. Now, I don't know if you know this about GoPro, but sometimes they can be a little buggy. So I don't know if this is going to be a one-time thing. I will do further tests to see if this is a bigger issue, but to be honest, I am probably going to leave horizon leveling off if I'm ever using linear mode in the future. And last but not least, here's that slow motion footage I promised you. Ooh la la, am I right? So obviously this wasn't an exhaustive test. I didn't do the 5K modes because I only shoot in 24, and if I was gonna vlog, I'd do it in 24p, so that's what I did. I'll do more tests with the GoPro in the future against other cameras. And about the audio, overall, I would say that I kind of like the sound coming out of the GoPro better. However, the iPhone seemed to handle the wind noise better. If the wind ever picked up, the iPhone, it kind of got tinny, but you didn't hear that whereas the GoPro, you heard that pretty good. Now here's the thing, when it comes to the audio, if I was actually using these things to vlog, for the most part, I would use a little lav mic plugged into an external recorder, and then I would sync that stuff up in post to get some really good audio. But still, it is nice to hear the onboard audio in the tests. So don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, ask a question if you got one. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna go out dancing. I'm dressed for it. See ya!